Beyond Photography Show, my name is Andrew Boey. In the previous episode, you learned how to turn your camera to aperture priority correctly. You learned how to trick the camera with the auto ISO. You learned how to set the minimum shutter speed. Let's take this further. In this episode, I will teach you how you can stick a flash to your camera and shoot really fast.
Action!
In order to do this, there are 4 main things that you need to do. Number 1, head out to our channel and look for this video where we teach you how to hack your camera to have a better aperture priority. Number 2, go to your camera, turn the exposure knob to aperture priority. Number 3, head on inside just like what the video showed earlier and make sure that you turn on auto ISO and do the shutter speed, minimal speed and all those stuff that's in here. And finally, make sure that you turn the exposure compensation knob, the EV, to -1 on your camera. And now you're ready to start. Now the reason that I want my camera to be always negative, perhaps -1 in my case, is because of famous 5 number 1 rule, which says that the subject must always be brighter. So I got my flash on TTL now with aperture priority auto ISO. Let me show you why this is good. As you can see with this setting, my shutter speed doesn't change, but it's my ISO that is changing. And the beauty of this now, my meter is always -1. This will make the background and the subject all completely one stop under. And there you go, done. Focus, lock and recompose on the eye. And you get consistent lighting every time, making the subject brighter in every shot. So now with this new learned trick, you can now spend more time in composing your portrait shoots better instead of meddling with the settings on your camera and the flash. And be careful though, where you bounce your flash would affect how you light up your subject. Sometimes you may get underexposed if your flash is not hitting your subject. But sometimes your flash can be bounced wrongly and your subject and the location end up becoming too bright, thus killing the ambient light. Hey, watch this episode that we posted recently on how to use your flash and not killing the ambient light. And that's how you can effectively use your flash when you're using aperture priority. Hey, write to us what you want to learn, and please don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell button as well so that when we have a new episode, you'll be informed. I'll see you again soon. In the previous episode, you learned how to turn your camera's auto... As you can see here, I set my shutter speed to a higher value so that I get... Oi! See what?